Alrighty folks, we're continuing with some load development down here at the Rush Family Range. Stand by. Hello there folks, and welcome to the BRO Reloading Bench. Today's episode, I've kind of been researching some things that my buddy Adam Revel down in Blackville, just out of necessity, was running into problems finding reloading components back during the summer. It's still summer. Earlier in the summer, late spring and early summer here. So what I suggested he do, he didn't have any X12X seals or any flex seals or anything like that, but he did have a bag of the little green wads, the Gualandi, super mini. The pedals are completely perforated and all that. Well, he wanted to load some 33 cal double alt more like in a conventional style. So I just suggested he just tear the pedals off and use the power piston. How hard is that? They're perforated. Just that hard. And he was getting some phenomenal patterns out of his Browning. We just using the power piston and the double alts stacked by 2s in the 12 gauge. I couldn't figure out, I kept asking him, I said, Adam, how in the world are you getting these things to stack by 2s? Mine always stacked by 3s. He said, wait, I don't know, that's how they fell in there. I had never loaded the double alt with just the power piston, but if you look, when you take those pedals off, you see how it's dipped in there. It's got a little collar that runs around right there, and there's a little bit of a dip. Now it is flat, but it's got a little ramp there around the edges. What it does is when you stack your 33 caliber double alt in there, those ramps hold them in the center just like that and allow you to stack them by 2s. And that makes a big difference. Yeah, it does make a big difference. So today is part 1. I've already done some shooting down at the range and some investigating with this stuff. I got kind of mixed performance with the double alts, got great performance with the 35 caliber triple alt. Anyway, long dang intro, let's get into it. Adam had loaded a 10 pellet double alt and a 16 pellet 3-inch with the double alt. Not only did I try to duplicate exactly what he did to see how it would fly out of my Stoker, but also did some variables, trying different powders and all that. You'll see that down at the range. But anyway, this is part 1. I'm going to show you how I put together the rounds. Are something very similar to what I shot down here at the range, and the research is ongoing because this getting this kind of performance out of a conventional type stack, that simple and all that, I wanted to look into that and see if I could duplicate the kind of results he is getting. That's why you check your hunting tools, you check your pattern as much as you can. It's so hard to get ammo, it's so hard to get components and all that, but at times anyway, it seems like it's trying to ease off a little bit. The prices are twice what they should be, but the pressure seems to be easing off a little bit, and you're able to get your hands on some of these necessary components to make up your hunting rounds. But anyway, it is just so simple. It was mind-boggling to me, and so I wanted to try to duplicate it. Let's put a couple of them together just to show you just how simple this is. In the 3-inch rounds, Adam was actually using some Mr. Bill Calwas once fired 3-inch Winchester hulls. Yeah. He loaded some with, I think, 26, 27, up to 28 grains of long shot in his loads. And I tested some down there at the range that had that was both long shot and blue dot powders. Got kind of mixed results. We were shooting at almost 50 yards. We were like 47 yards. And so anyway, this is just how simple. I'm gonna just put together one. I'm gonna put together some that I'm actually going to be testing down here at the range here in the next week or so for you guys. These are the two rounds that I shot down here at the range here a couple of days ago. But we've got 28 grains of long shot right here in the Lee. 28 grains of long shot. The Gualandi Super Mini, the little green wide base with the perforated petals just torn right off. You're basically turning it into a brush wad. That's what you've turned it into. That's exactly what you've turned it into, as a matter of fact. Now, this is what was confusing me so much, is in the 12 gauge, with a flat wide, loading conventionally, I can't get the double alt to stack by 2s because they fall in there by 3s. There was just no way I could get it to work. And so, when I started looking into this stuff, whenever they fall in there, they naturally fall to the center because, like I said, the rim of that rod, the rim of that power piston is dipped, got a little hoop on it. So the double alts fall in there, actually naturally stacked by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16, right there to the top of the crimp. Just cover and BP original. I'm sure you've heard me mention it. I mentioned it in the last video whenever I was shooting David's Browning. That does it seem to matter if the pellets are stacked by 2s or stacked by 3s or more? Yeah, in my research it matters a lot. It really tightens the pattern up. The less contact surface, I'm sure, that these pellets have with one another, and stacking by 2s is minimal contact with the other pellets. And then you cover and buffer, and then it just gives you a tighter pattern downrange. All right. Oh, I got the, how about that? Got the Sony, so I'm gonna have to flip y'all around a little bit so you can see the size master over here. And that's just as complicated as it is. And I've got the BN2 right here. Oh, let me flip the light on again. I got the BN2, the guy here in the press to finish these crimps. It's hard to believe you think they can get better than that. Yeah, they can. And the guy puts a taper on them so that they work better in the pumps and autoloaders. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. All right. I've already got, look at here, these are 2 3/4 inch, brand new Shadite primed hulls. I love the clear hulls. These are 12 pellet, a 12 pellet 33 cal in here with just using the Gualandi Super Mini base. Got 32 a blue dot. We're gonna shoot this one whenever we get back down to the range. I think there's another one. Here's another one with 33 grains of blue dot that is ready to be shot for y'all down at the range. We've got oh yeah, here we go. We're getting into the 35 cal triple alt. These were great performers. A lot of y'all got the Hornady triple alt when Midway had all those buckshot pellets on sale and all that over at Midway. I got several boxes of them as well. I mean, you just hardly couldn't afford to the prices they had on them. And so Hornady's triple alt is a 35 caliber. And so I've got some Hornady triple alt loaded in here for y'all, because a bunch of y'all got that stuff, and we're going to see how that flies down at the range. And so there's a lot of stuff going on with this. So anyway, let's get on down to the range here in part 1 and show you the results that we got on the first tests using the Gualandi Super Mini Power Piston base as a brush wad for your buckshot. Okay, brand new type load, say component configuration, not configuration. I've done this before, but we've got the, we're kind of featuring the Gualandi little green wad. We ripped the pedals off because they're perforated. They're real easy to take off and use the base. What we got here is a brand new primed shadite from Ballistic Products. Gotta like them clear so you can see what we got here. We got 28.5 a long shot, and of course we got that under the Gualandi Super Mini little green wide base. We tore the pedals off. We just wanted the base, and we can stack 16 pellets of 33 cal in here by 2s. Yes, 16 pellets of 33 cal powder coated in here by 2s. And all that is covered in Ballistic Products original buffer, as well as a Mylar wrap. We got a beautiful roll crimp on this bad boy. Okay? All right, shot number 2, we've got 27 a long shot, same brand new shadite primed hull, the Gualandi Super Mini base. And we've got 33 cal double aught in here, 16 pellets, stacked by 2s with original buffer, which is 1.9 ounces of lead payload weight I've got here, and we did a regular star crimp on shot number 2. Alrighty, both are 16 pellet double alt, powder coated, my powder coated hard cast. One's roll crimped, one is not. 2 different powder charges. Alrighty guys, let's get these things shot. We continue to be at 45 yards. Darlin says we are rolling. Guys, I got my Stoker M3000 True Glow Gobble Stopper red dot. Yeah, you notice, look at here. I put me a 3-shot extension on here so I can mount my shot cam. Yeah, babe, I got me a shot cam for this season so I can mount it on my barrel right here. Alrighty. Let's see how this bad boy does. 16 pellets of double alt aliciousness. 12-12.
Through the hole all the way.
No, it's 1272. 12 at 72. That's what happens when you got the shadows all over it.
You got one down in the brown paper at the bottom.
That's more of a Captain Buster type pattern. That's the first time I've ever shot that load, fellas. But I've heard some guys, Mr. Adam Revel over at Blackville was having some outstanding results loading using the Gualandi Super Mini base. Did something big just take off back there?
Oh, so I was looking at, there's a hole up at the top. There's 1 or 2 holes at the top up there in the brown paper.
Those are probably going to be some of the double alt. It covered the whole page with that first shot. And that was a pretty hot load too, boys. That was what did I say, 1275? Yeah, that was, yes. Those things are clipping. But alrighty, I'm bringing y'all along. This is the first time I've shot that load, so we see what's going on here out of my Stoker. Not terrible at all. But let's see what the we're dropping it by 1.5 grains down to 27, and we got a regular star crimp on shot number 2. Let's see how shot number 2, well, what did we actually hit the paper with? They look like they went low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the paper down here, and Rachel saw a couple up here high, 10, 11. They kind of went all over the place. That's why they call it load development. Alrighty fellas, let's see how the 27 grains do. Only difference, this one is star crimped and only has 27. Sometimes the load can be a little too hot, fellas, and you have to back down to keep your pellets from scattering. Alrighty, here we go. $12.69. So with the star crimp and the 27 grains, we got within 10 foot per second of the one that was roll crimp. How about that? Yep. My stoker is scattering them a little bit. Danged if Mr. Adam Revel's shotgun, his Browning, loves them, guys. My stoker is scattering them just a little bit. But we've got some loaded with the blue dot powder, and usually that tightens my patterns up whenever I switch over to the blue dot in a conventional type stack. Anyway, Rachel said we got 9 on paper here, 9 in the white paper.
And 3 at the bottom.
Okay, yeah, y'all see
Right.
kind of it's scattered out. I wouldn't use that in my shotgun. With that one, the data is good. It just don't pattern well out of my stoker. It may pattern great out of your gun. But anyway, we got 2 more we're going to shoot with the blue dot powder and see if that don't tighten them up a little bit. All right, fellas, for shots 3 and 4, we got 2 beautifully reloaded Winchester duck blind holes here. We went back with Shadite primers because that's what everybody's able to find. Okay, in the first one, in round number 3 that we're going to shoot here, has got 31 of blue dot under that Gualandi Super Mini base, and we've got 14 pellets stacked in here by 2s of the Ballistic Products Double Alt Super Buck. 14 pellets of Super Buck in here stacked by 2s, all covered in Ballistic Products original buffer. Shot number 4 has got the pretty much what we've got, the once fired Winchester Western hull, Shadite primer, 32 of blue dot, and we've got 16 pellets of my powder coated 32 cal in here stacked by 2s in the Gualandi Super Mini base, which is 1.75 ounces of total lead payload weight, all covered in Ballistic Products original and also in a Mylar wrap for shot number 4. Alrighty, fellas, the first shot is the 14 pellet Super Buck from Ballistic Products. That's some hard stuff. Some good stuff. That BAM buckshot is good stuff too. Here we go. 12-18, if it's not 78, I think it's 12-18. Yep, they're still spreading out a little bit. That's not, these are 33 caliber, actually a little better than 33 caliber in the Super Buck. Then, and if you like a nice spread out pattern with big pellets, like a 33 cal plus pellet, then that one might be for you. And you may never shoot out to 45 yards. Maybe shooting in a good bit closer and still like a little bit of a spread. That'd be the type of load you'd need. Especially if you're standing in the thick stuff and you ain't shooting but 20 yards, 25 yards, this would be your load right here. What do we got, baby? These 2 haven't been marked, so I imagine that's 2 of them right there.
2, yeah.
1, 2. It looks like I held this one a little bit higher to try to get them all on paper for you guys where you could see them, and it went a little high.
9.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I see here. And there was 14. So what I'm guessing from the looks of this pattern, I held high and they went high. The other pellets, I see some holes in the berm just over the top. The rest of the other 5 must have went over right here. See the holes right there at the top of the berm, baby? Mm-hmm. I bet you that's the double alt pellets that went just over the target right here. So with the blue dot, looks like I better hold it dead center. We got one more shot with the with 32 cal, and that'll wrap this segment of load development. Y'all stand by. Okay, fellas, this is the 32 of blue dot and 16 pellets of 32, my hardcast 32 cal stacked in here by 2s. 1207. Great velocities. Now that's getting there. That's getting there, fellas. That looks a lot better right there. Now these, these are not in any way any kind of extended range type buckshot. This is performing like your conventional type buckshot performs. There were 16 pellets in there, and it seems to be aside. There's nothing dead center of right here, but it's completely surrounded in 32 cal pellets. If that was the deer's vitals right there, he's definitely, or a hog, he's done. Okay, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of 16. The other ones may have gone high. I don't see any double hits. But that's 32 cal hard cast right there. That's getting there. That one would probably work out. I've got a 35 caliber triple aught that we got in a 2 3/4 inch mag that we use the Gualandi Super Mini base. The Gualandi Super Mini base. Boy, try to say that 5 times fast. And we'll wrap up with that one. Y'all stand by. What's cool about this, fellas, 2 3/4 inch mag, and we got 10 pellets of triple aught. You know, when it takes, you only get 10 pellets of triple aught in a 3 inch mag, and they're usually 35 cal as well. We got that in a 2 3/4 inch here. $13.02. Hey, and we get a winner triple aught dinner. With a shot like that, triple aught's gonna bring home the dinner, fellas. 35 cal triple aught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10's up there at the top left.
Where did the 10? Oh, I missed it. Okay, look at there. The shadow was on it. I didn't see it. There's all 10 of them are here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 35 cal triple aughts uncovered with my hand dead center of the paper. How about that? That's a winner right there, boys. Alrighty. We hope y'all enjoyed riding along with us in this load development. There'll be a lot more to come with this. But until then, we'll see you. Whew, baby boys, it's great to be back. Appreciate y'all riding along with us in this episode 1 of this load development. Just using the Gualandi Super Mini base. If that was all you could get your hands on, it has a lot of multi-purpose uses. Like I said, my buddy down in Blackville, Mr. Adam Revel, was getting great performance out of the loads that I was trying here in my Stoker. Now, it was looking better, seemed to be a little bit better each time, but boy, it really liked that 35 caliber load. I'll tell you, as y'all saw, that did really well. So from Wade and Rachel, we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.